it also kills cancer stem cells. It kills breast cancer stem cells, which is a awesome plus, and it's really cool.
Imagine sitting down with a warm cup of tea, ready to hear some life-changing health wisdom from someone who's spent decades figuring out how food can be your greatest ally. That someone is Dr. William Li, a physician and scientist who's made it his mission to show you how what you eat can heal your body and even fight off diseases like cancer. He's not just any doctor. He's a world-renowned expert who's led the Angiogenesis Foundation, authored the best-selling book Eat to Beat Disease, and touched millions of lives with his practical, food-focused approach to wellness. With over 100 scientific publications and a famous TED Talk that's racked up more than 11 million views, Dr. Li brings a wealth of knowledge that's both deep and approachable. In this video, you're going to hear his wisdom through the inspiring story of Kathy, a vibrant 73-year-old who transformed her health by eating specific snacks every day. So, grab a cozy spot and let's dive into this journey together, because you might just find some ideas here that could change your life too. Oh, and if you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep this wisdom flowing. Picture Kathy, a lively woman in her early 70s, who decided she wasn't going to let age or health challenges define her. A few years back, she faced a cancer diagnosis that shook her world. But instead of giving in to fear, she turned to Dr. Li's teachings about food as medicine. She learned that certain snacks could do more than just fill her up. They could help her body repair itself and even starve cancer cells by cutting off their blood supply. Kathy's story isn't about magic cures or overnight miracles. It's about small, delicious choices adding up to something powerful. She started her days with a handful of walnuts, their rich, earthy crunch becoming a morning ritual that felt like a gift to herself. Dr. Li explains that walnuts are packed with compounds that support your body's natural defenses, helping keep harmful cells in check. What's your go-to morning snack? Maybe Kathy's story will inspire you to swap it for something that does double duty for your health. Now, let's talk about why these snacks matter so much, because Dr. Li's wisdom isn't just about eating. It's about understanding how food works with your body. He's spent years studying angiogenesis, which is all about how blood vessels grow in your system. When they grow in balance, you're golden, but when they go haywire, they can feed cancer cells, letting them thrive. Foods like walnuts, berries, and even dark chocolate, yes, chocolate, have natural properties that help keep this process in check. Kathy leaned into this idea, adding a few squares of dark chocolate to her afternoons, savoring its bittersweet melt as a treat that was secretly fighting for her. Dr. Li's research shows that the cocoa in dark chocolate has compounds that can stop those rogue blood vessels from forming. It's like giving your body a little superhero boost with every bite, so why not try adding a square or two to your day? Kathy didn't stop at walnuts and chocolate though. She got creative with her snacks, and that's where the fun really started. She'd whip up a quick handful of roasted chickpeas, their golden crispness popping with a salty zing that made her forget she was eating something healthy. Dr. Li loves foods like chickpeas because they're loaded with fiber and nutrients that support your gut, which plays a huge role in keeping your whole body strong. Your gut's like a bustling city of good bacteria, and when you feed it well, it helps fight off troublemakers like inflammation or rogue cells. Kathy found that these little snacks kept her energy up and her spirits high, turning a tough time into a chance to rediscover flavors she loved. Have you ever tried roasting chickpeas at home? It's super easy, and they might just become your new favorite way to snack smarter. Let's take a moment to picture Kathy's kitchen, because it's where a lot of this magic happened. She'd stand at her counter, slicing up a crisp apple, maybe a Granny Smith with its tart snap, and pair it with a smear of almond butter that clung to the slices like a creamy hug. Dr. Li points out that apples, especially with their skin on, are bursting with polyphenols, plant compounds that act like tiny guardians for your cells. The almond butter added a dose of healthy fats that kept her full and happy, and together, it was a snack that felt indulgent, but was secretly a powerhouse. You can almost taste it, right? That mix of sweet and nutty goodness? Dr. Lee's wisdom here is simple. You don't have to sacrifice joy to eat well. What's a fruit you love that you could pair with something new to boost your health today? One of the coolest things about Kathy's journey is how she made it her own, and that's a big part of what Dr. Lee teaches. He's all about empowering you to use food in a way that fits your life, not some strict rule book. For Kathy, that meant tossing a few blueberries into her yogurt each morning, their juicy burst waking up her taste buds while doing serious work inside her. Dr. Lee's research highlights how berries like blueberries are rich in antioxidants that protect your DNA and keep your immune system humming. Kathy said she felt like she was popping little bursts of life, and over time, she noticed her energy creeping back, her body feeling lighter. It's not about overhauling everything you eat, it's about adding in these small, mighty players. So, what's one snack you could tweak to bring a little more of this wisdom into your routine? Here's where it gets personal for you, because Kathy's story isn't just hers. It's an invitation to think about your own path. Dr. Lee's work has reached over 50 million people worldwide, and it's because he talks to you like a friend, not a lecturer. He wants you to know that snacks aren't just about curbing hunger. They're a chance to give your body tools to thrive. Kathy found that sipping green tea in the afternoon, its warm, grassy notes soothing her nerves, was another trick up her sleeve. Dr. Lee calls green tea a grand slammer because it hits all 5 of your body's defense systems, from immunity to DNA protection. Imagine curling up with a mug of that, knowing it's quietly working to keep you strong. What's a drink you enjoy that you could swap for green tea once in a while? Kathy's transformation wasn't instant, and that's what makes it so real and doable for you. She didn't wake up one day feeling like a new person, but month by month, snack by snack, she built a stronger version of herself. Dr. Lee's wisdom shines here. Consistency beats perfection every time. She'd nibble on a few pumpkin seeds while reading, their subtle crunch a reminder she was doing something good. Those seeds, packed with zinc and healthy fats, were like little cheerleaders for her immune system, a tip straight from Dr. Lee's playbook. It's not about big, dramatic changes. It's about finding what you love and letting it work for you. Have you thought about what small habit you could start today that might add up to something big? Let's zoom out for a second and think about why this matters so much, because Dr. Lee's approach isn't just for people like Kathy facing a health scare. It's for you, whether you're 30 or 80, looking to feel your best every day. He's been on shows like Good Morning America and written for places like Time, sharing how food can tackle everything from cancer to heart disease. Kathy leaned on that wisdom when she added fatty fish, like sardines, to her snacks, their oily richness a treat she grew to crave. Dr. Lee says the omega-3s in fish help calm inflammation and keep your blood vessels happy, which is huge for long-term health. Picture her popping a sardine on a cracker, smiling at how something so simple could be so powerful. What's a food you've been curious about that you might try after hearing this? As you listen to Kathy's story, it's hard not to feel a little spark of possibility, right? That's what Dr. Lee does. He lights that spark and hands you the tools to fan it into a flame. One of his favorite snacks for Kathy was a handful of mixed nuts, almonds, cashews, and Brazil nuts tumbling together in a salty, satisfying mix. Those nuts are like a treasure chest of nutrients, supporting everything from your heart to your brain, and Kathy said they made her feel grounded, like she was taking charge. Dr. Lee's big idea is that you're not helpless. You've got the power to shift your health with every bite. So, what's stopping you from grabbing a handful of nuts right now and joining her on this journey? Kathy's days weren't all perfect, and that's okay, because Dr. Lee's wisdom isn't about being flawless. She'd have moments where she'd reach for a cookie instead of her healthy snacks, and she'd laugh about it, knowing tomorrow was a fresh start. What he teaches you is grace alongside action, picking foods that love you back most of the time. One snack she never skipped was her evening ritual of a few cherries, their deep red sweetness, like a reward for making it through the day. Dr. Lee points out that cherries have compounds that fight inflammation and even help you sleep better, a double win. It's these little joys that keep you going, turning health into something you want, not something you dread. What's a treat you could turn into a health boost with a tweak or two? Let's bring this home with a story from someone else who's walked this path, because you're not alone in this. Take Sarah, a 55-year-old teacher who heard Dr. Lee speak at a conference and decided to try his ideas. She started snacking on kale chips, their crispy, green bite a far cry from the potato chips she used to love, and found her energy soaring. Dr. Lee's wisdom showed her that leafy greens like kale are packed with stuff that keeps your body humming, and she felt like she'd unlocked a secret. You can do this too, finding what clicks for you and building from there. Why not share your favorite snack in the comments below? Let's swap ideas and keep this conversation alive. By now, you're probably seeing how Kathy's snacks weren't just food. They were her way of fighting back, and Dr. Lee's wisdom was her guide. She'd sit with a cup of tomato soup sometimes, its warm, velvety richness a hog in a bowl, knowing the lycopene in tomatoes was working to starve cancer cells. Dr. Lee loves cooked tomatoes for that reason. They're like a cozy weapon in your health arsenal. It's not about being a scientist yourself. It's about trusting that these simple choices add up. Kathy's proof that 73 doesn't mean slowing down. It means living smarter. And you can too, at any age. What's one thing from her story that you're excited to try in your own kitchen? This journey with Dr. Lee and Kathy isn't just about them. It's about you stepping into your own power. Every snack you choose, every bite you take, is a chance to tell your body you're on its side. Dr. Lee's spent his career showing millions how to do this, and now it's your turn to run with it. Maybe you'll start with a handful of berries or a sip of green tea, feeling that little thrill of knowing you're doing something good. It's a partnership, you and your food, working together to build a stronger, happier you. So, what's your next step going to be? Drop it in the comments, because we're all in this together. Here's the thing, you don't have to wait for a big moment to start. Kathy didn't, and look where it got her. Dr. Lee's wisdom is a gift he's sharing with you, wrapped in stories like hers and snacks you can find at any store. Picture yourself a month from now, feeling a bit lighter, a bit brighter, because you said yes to this path. That's the magic of it. It's not hard. It's not out of reach. It's right there on your plate. So, go grab that apple, sprinkle some nuts, and take a bite into a better you. Let's keep this going as a community. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Together, we can turn snacks into strength and health into a way of life, one delicious moment at a time.